Hey everybody, my name's Caitlin and I'm having to present via YouTube because I'm a little bit immobile right now thanks to a broken right ankle. So let's just jump right in. So for this first art show I decided to focus primarily on constructionism, but I do have one futurist piece that I'll show you at the very end. So I did a series of photos influenced by constructionism. Before the semester I didn't know anything about constructionism and usually either ignored modern architecture or was depressed by it. But now that I understand better about the symmetry and individual parts that make up modern constructions, I'm finding beauty pretty much everywhere. This image was particularly striking to me. It's gearwork behind a grate in a UT parking garage that controls a fan, and I loved how the grate worked to confine and frame the gears. And here I was trying to play with the bones of this building that's being constructed and then the crane. So I was trying to create an interesting shape not only with these objects but with the white space around them, and I really like the triangular shape in the left corner versus the parallelogram on the right. And this image came out so beautifully focused, and I love this idea of these individual pieces that work together to create something. I could see this being either a nursery ward, sort of the young children that will grow into a building, so to speak, or a graveyard with the building's bones resting until they're reborn. I loved these stairs. They remind me of DNA, which plays into this idea of machine triumphing over nature. It kind of gives life to the construction. And then my final image in my photo series continues with the idea of the bare bones of construction. And then I also love all of the triangles that are formed in the background by the pipe pieces. Next, I created some original works of art. So this first one is called Cycling, and it's meant to represent a bicycle. I had the idea for this pre-bike accident because I was so excited about the new bike I had just bought, and I still think that bikes are gorgeous mechanical instruments. One wheel is represented by the three hexagons. There are three to represent the forward motion of the bike. The two long black poles represent the spokes of a bike, and the brown pole represents the body, and it's positioned at this angle to add to the sense of forward motion. This piece is called Fly, and it represents an airplane. I think of the skeleton of an airplane as kind of fish-like, which is why the gold bones are shaped the way that they are. And the silver line represents the wing, and the three black circles represent the wheels. You can tell that the plane is in flight because the wheels are all confined within the plane's body. And finally, I did one piece inspired by futurism. So, being bedridden, I decided to represent the view from where I'm sitting. So you can see my purple curtains in the middle, my bedposts with a cowboy hat hanging off of the right one, and my dresser sitting in front of and to the left of the curtains. The gray area at the top represents my ceiling, and then I represented what exists outside of my room by bringing the outside in. So you can see clouds up near my ceiling, colored in the colors of sunset, and then the night sky filling the rest of the room. And you can see a tree through the dresser drawers, and then my neighbor's greenhouse in the right corner of the room. And I always loved the idea the futurists had to represent things in space, sort of moving and connecting, and it occurred to me that my view wouldn't be accurately represented if I neglected to include my nose and eyebrows, because these are things we all sort of tune out because we're so used to them being in our line of sight. But when you really think about what you're seeing, you'll notice that you can probably just see sort of your eyebrows, and then definitely probably see one side of your nose, and so that's why there are eyebrows flanking my curtains and then a nose in the center of the room. And that's it. Thanks.